Forrest Percival Sherman, 1896-1951, was a United States Navy admiral and the youngest person to serve as Chief of Naval Operations until 1970. Both the Forrest Sherman-class destroyer and the airfield at Naval Air Station Pensacola, Forrest Sherman Field, were named in his honor. And now, this highly anticipated destroyer is finally arriving in Blitz. Let's dive in. While acceleration and speed are always solid choices for the elite bonus, for this build, I want to focus on main gun range. When it comes to camos, the historical camouflage boosts surface detection, while the unique camo buffs your speed and, of course, traverse speed. As for the torpedoes, their range and damage contributions don't change much. Ultimately, we should think of the Sherman as one thing, a gun, and it comes with an incredible skill kit. Both the smoke generator and radar level 3 offer massive utility, and we also get an engine boost to round it out. Since the Forrest Sherman is a pure gunboat, we need all the support we can get to maximize that main gun focus. I'm setting it up as a balanced gunboat. This specific setup sacrifices some concealment and HP. For almost all American destroyers, except for Cassin Young and Black Fletcher, William Sims is your go-to default commander. The smoke generator boost and sixth sense skills in particular make for a much more comfortable match experience. Normally, American destroyers aren't known for being the fastest. With the new equipment system, choosing my preferred build options gives a nice bump to the average speed of your destroyers. The Sherman is the flagship that gave this class its name, and the other Forrest Sherman-class sister ship in the game is, as you know, the Edson. These are extreme pew-pew ships, very much like the Friesland. If we compare it directly to the Edson, you'll see just how similar they are. So, what sets them apart, and is it a big deal? For starters, the Forrest Sherman has an extraordinary skill set. The skills themselves are essentially the same, but the skill levels on the Sherman are absolute game changers compared to the Edson. Looking at the main guns, the Edson gets SAP shells, and as you know, it received a nice buff to its main gun performance in the last update. The Sherman, however, only gives you AP and HE options. Another massive difference is the main gun reload time. The Edson is half a second faster. On a destroyer that relies almost entirely on its main guns, a half-second difference is huge and can easily flip the outcome of a fight. Previously, the Edson's SAP penetration left a lot to be desired, but in my post-update testing, it's performing much better now. Now, if your thumbs are ready, let's look at some visuals. Because let's be honest, the most critical element for both of these ships is a well-functioning thumb. It needs to be warmed up and ready for rapid-fire action. Personally, I love gunboat destroyers, but their map deployment, positioning, and overall playstyle are completely different from traditional torpedo boats. Your primary job is to hunt down enemy destroyers and secure the area. When you're packing a radar and smoke combo like this, you aren't expected to run away. You're expected to dive straight into the heat of battle when needed. Those quirky, almost non-existent torpedo angles don't really bother me. Capping with this kind of radar and smoke utility is pure joy. Well, enjoyable until you run into an enemy ship that also has radar. You absolutely need to check the enemy lineup at the start of the match. For example, a sneaky Yue Yang can easily ruin your cozy level 3 smoke farming session. Even worse, a Columbo taking advantage of that radar can completely wreck your comfortable farm and send you straight back to port. On top of that, we're seeing a significant rise in the number of ships carrying radar and sonar lately. I've included some screenshots of exactly what I mean from my own matches. Make no mistake, this is a very powerful destroyer. However, if you pick a fight with a battleship and try to burn it down with HE, chipping away at its health with minor damage and fires can take so long that it becomes pure torture for both the battleship and you. On a side note, if you swap out the smoke generator skill for Adrenaline Rush or Rush Plus in your commander attributes and activate it in-game, you can achieve some hilariously fast reload times. We're talking pure meme tier spectacle. With a skill kit like this, you'd expect a ship to perform way beyond a simple support role. But remember, Tier 10 is packed with destroyers boasting incredibly heavy firepower. The Forrest Sherman may struggle in strict one-on-one duels against on a long and medium range fight with some of them. Don't let the impressive reload and raw damage numbers completely fool you. As for anti-aircraft capabilities, I haven't seen it offer much beyond the baseline. It's slightly better than the Edson, but the Edson has AA skills to compensate. Honestly, it's tough to expect either of them to carry an anti-aircraft role beyond basic fleet support. Overall, the ship is strong and has a fantastic skill pool. Does it offer a brand new gameplay experience? Not really, considering we already have a Forrest Sherman class ship in the game. And because of that reload difference, I still prefer the Edson. In 1v1 destroyer dogfights, finishing off the enemy DD as quickly as possible without taking heavy damage is everything, and that half-second advantage is crucial. Also, I found the Edson's updated SAP performance highly effective against destroyers and light cruisers, despite the small caliber. While switching to AP on the Forrest Sherman isn't bad, my hands just missed the Edson's SAP. I guess I've just gotten used to it. There are other distinct gunboats at Tier 10 like the Druid with its vertical positioning, or the Ragnar with its top-tier AA. Now we have the Forrest Sherman with its high-level radar and long-lasting smoke. Just keep in mind that due to the low caliber, the AP shells require precise aiming to be truly effective as HE shells. That's all from me for now. Feel free to share your thoughts on this thumb-shredding pew-pew machine in the comments below. Stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.
Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! I am not able to help you! Engine boost activated. Confirm penetration. The hand of the Emperor guides me. I strike with the Emperor's fist! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Praise the Emperor! Enemy force sighted on the horizon! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Never yields to doubt. Confirm penetration. The hand of the Emperor guides me. Penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! We're flooding quickly! Praise the Emperor! For the Imperium! Enemy force detected. Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Engine boost activated. Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Engine boost activated. guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! About to win. A true servant never yields to doubt. The Emperor guides me! We shall offer assistance in his name. The Imperium! Engine boost activated. Enemy force detected. Guides me! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Engine boost activated! May the Emperor protect you. Enemy force detected. We shall offer assistance in his name. Emperor guides me! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Confirm penetration! The hand of the Emperor guides me! Penetration! Praise the Emperor! Target penetrated! I strike with the Emperor's fist! The light of the Emperor be with you!